Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming with a new lens I just bought, so if things look a little different, that's probably what it is. So if things look really blurry in the background, I bought a different lens, so hopefully it's good for filming. I think we're just gonna go with it. So today's video is going to be a glowy makeup look. And I've been doing this look often recently, just because my skin, while it's oily, hasn't been too oily recently, so I've been able to kind of get away with like a nice glowy look. But I found some products that don't give like a real like greasy glowy look. But I've really been surprised. My skin's been very like balanced lately. I had a treatment a few weeks ago, speaking of glowy skin. I had a treatment, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. The Colbert MD skincare team had invited me to go down to Dr. Colbert's dermatology clinic, and they offer what's called this triad facial. Well, if you guys live in New York City, it's insane. Well, first of all, it's more of like a procedure, not necessarily like a facial. So it's like a 3-step process of like microdermabrasion, then laser, and then a glycolic peel. And it only takes like 15 minutes. I mean, it's very, very quick. And then they just like put some sunscreen on you and send you out off like on your way, and your skin looks fine. Like my skin wasn't red. I was like, whoa, we're doing a lot to my skin. There was no like redness, no peeling, no nothing. And it was, I mean, the results were pretty significant. Like my skin was so bright, so even, so smooth, so like amazing. It's the first time I've had something like that done. I've never had microdermabrasion, so it's definitely was like an interesting experience. It wasn't a typical facial, you know. It was more of like a facial / medical procedure. But it was really something that I had just never experienced before. So if you guys are in New York, I highly recommend, and if you're really having some problems with your skin, whether it's like uneven pigmentation, just dullness, sallowness, you know, just uneven texture, if you're just really, it's his top selling facial. I don't think insurance doesn't cover it, even though it's at a dermatologist's office, because that's more of like their cosmetic dermatology. But I'll put a link to the clinic below in case anyone's in New York and is really interested in trying it. It was quite an experience. And like I said, I just like walked outside, went home, washed my face, and went to dinner. Like nothing. It was crazy. All right, let's get on to the glowing tutorial. In 3 minutes of just me yapping. So I'm first gonna start, I've already prepped my skincare all done. I used the Kate Somerville oil-free moisturizer, which I've been loving. Oh, it's not, is it gonna focus? All right, well, we're gonna learn. Okay, so it's the Kate Somerville oil-free moisturizer. And that's what I started with, because it gives me a nice hydrating feel to the skin, but my skin doesn't get really shiny when using it. So I'm gonna use the Zalens Youth Glow foundation. I've been loving this, and it's a really nice glowy foundation. Not too dewy, but just really glowy. And because it's a skincare-based foundation, it really, almost like I said before when I describe skincare foundations, or foundations that use skincare, it looks almost like it's fusing with the skin. It's really quite incredible. So I'm just gonna kind of buff it all in. This is like a blush brush from Bare Minerals that I'm like really enjoying to put on my makeup. And I just kind of buff it all in. It gives really amazing coverage, and it just it doesn't look like foundation at all on the skin. I mean, there's sometimes where like no matter how much you buff in your foundation, you can still kind of see it on the skin, which, I mean, I don't always mind. I mean, I'm realistic in the way that like I am wearing makeup. It's not like I'm trying to fool anybody into them believing I'm not wearing makeup, so I don't get upset if you can like see my foundation on my skin. But I mean, I definitely don't want it to be like cakey by any means, but people are going to be able to see that you're wearing makeup. But with this, it is as if it has like a serum-y. It doesn't have a serum-y feel, but when it's on the skin, it just kind of looks like it's just fused with the skin, almost like it's a serum somewhat. but it has great coverage. Hard to explain, and I'm probably just rambling on. You're probably like, what does this foundation do? But just know that I love it. How about that? And I was really afraid because it was like a youth glow, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not for me. Surprisingly, it is. All right, so put that all on, and then just going quickly with a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I'm using the by Terry Densalis concealer, which I love. Swear by this stuff. It's so creamy. It's so like flawless on the skin. That's the best way to describe it. It just is flawless. And I have a little eye goober. Do you guys get this? For my allergies and stuff, like an eye goober. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat this in under the eye. I don't use any concealer on the face typically. I mean, sometimes I spot treat, but typically I only use concealer for under my eyes because I find that if there are any spots on my face I want to cover up more, I just apply more foundation. Just my preference. It's what I've always done. It's probably what I'm always gonna do. Okay, so just a little concealer. See, it's just like fresh and just looks wonderful. All right, and then we're gonna do an eyeshadow primer because even though we are gonna do a cream eyeshadow, I still wanna prime it with an eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna use the NARS one and just slap a little on and then just kind of use your finger to blend it out. I take it all the way up to my brow bone. I don't know why. I just do. I like it. It just has like a nice finish to it. I feel like it just looks nice. All right, we'll do quick brows. Quick. My brows are never really quick. And I need to get them done, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. I need to go get them threaded very soon. My brows tend to grow very quickly. I mean, my hair tends to grow. The hair on my body, not the hair on my head. My hair on my head doesn't tend to grow as fast as like my brows or hair on my legs or something like that. Which is why, I mean, I had laser hair removal on my legs and bikini line many years ago because my hair grows very fast, and I was just always like, I would shave like in the morning, and then a few hours later it felt like there was hair still, and it was just awful. And being so fair and having such dark hair, it always just looked like you could see the little spots on my legs. So I finally just like took the plunge, paid the price, and it was and I've never been happier, to be honest. It's like a miracle. Like, I shave my legs probably like once every like 8 to 10 weeks. I'm not even kidding. It's like maybe like 2 hairs. It's unbelievable. Definitely was worth the investment. If you're looking for a place in the city, I go to Pulse Laser in the city. Fantastic. I go to this girl named Jennifer. She's great. So, all right, there we go. That's the brows. Like I always say, they're sisters, not twins. And all right, so for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna use the new Tom Ford Cream Shadows. This is the peachy one, so it's the golden peach color. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, and I'm just gonna take like a little, what is this? It's like an Urban Decay, or no, it's the Kat Von D like brush, but it's just like a little fluffy brush at the top. And I'm just gonna dip it in slightly and just kind of like buff it all into the lid. Now this color comes out really peachy, almost orange if you put on too much. And that's why I will apply it and then buff it until I can't buff it anymore. Sometimes I'll even just like apply it with that, and I'll take like a fluffier brush. This is one from It Cosmetics. And I will just buff it and buff it and buff it and buff it and buff it. Because what I want the look to be is more just kind of like a shimmering golden peachy eye rather than really orange, you know. So, and this is my first time using any of the Tom Ford Cream eyeshadows. I know, where have I been, right? know they're like holy grails for so many people. But this is my first one, so beauty blogger fail, sorry, but I'm here for the party now. And I really, really like them. People have, I mean, I hear people swear by them and that they're absolutely amazing, and they are. So just like I said, I'm just kind of buffing it on. This is like the easiest look known to mankind. I mean, it's like one, and one. Like one eyeshadow, one cheek color, one lip color, done. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna take my IT Cosmetics brush and just go over that quickly. Just buff it all out. Yeah. Take some mascara. I'm using my Chanel Le Volume. I'll learn how to focus, I promise. And this is very dark and very intense, which I kind of like as a contrast to like the glowing skin, glowing eye, glowing cheek look, and then you have like really dark lashes. I kind of like that look. And so it gives like very, maybe it's hard to see. Like it gives very intense lashes and it probably looks like they're like nothing in the camera. Sorry. There's a huge parade going on outside my apartment, so if you hear lots of noise in the camera, that's what you hear, sorry. And that is it. Got a little bit right there. Okay, so just, let me see if you can really see. Yep. So just like really fresh, and then we're gonna, for the cheeks, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. So pretty. And let's see, I'm gonna use the Hourglass blush brush here. And just take a little bit, oh, you know, before we do that, I have to do my finishing powder. What am I thinking? I need to do a finishing powder first on my cheeks. And I'm gonna do the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I'm gonna take Dim Light and just go all over my cheeks. I like to kind of, prime is a bad word, so I'm not priming them, but I like to put some type of finishing powder on my cheeks first before I put any blush, because I find any powder blush, I find it adheres better for me. So just dab a little bit in the bronzer, and I just kind of buff it into the cheeks. I hear Elmo somewhere. I hear him like whining. I'm like trying to find out where he is in the room. Okay. So I just kind of like buff it into the cheeks. And I just love this bronzer. It is such a beautiful, glowy bronzer. And I just think that it looks just beautiful on its own, like nothing else. So just that. And I brought a blush just in case I wanted something on the apples of my cheeks, but I think I kind of like it like this. And then for the lips, I'm gonna do this Clarins Instant Light Lip Balm Perfector. It's in the shade 02. It's kind of like a peachy shade. So I'm just gonna prime the lips with that just slightly, because it just gives like a little bit of color. It's like a light peach shade. And then, I love this gloss. This is the MARC Glow Baby Glow lip gloss in the shade Luxe Chica. So it's like a really like shimmery kind of peachy color. So pretty. And it has like a, it's really like wet. Not sticky, but a very like wet texture. And has some shimmer in it, which I think I typically don't like, but with this look, I think it looks beautiful. And I just think it's such a pretty, like fresh, and what do we think? Yeah? So the eyes, see how it's just like a golden shimmer? And it's not too, like I said, I don't want it to be too peachy. And then the cheeks with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and then the Clarins Instant Light Perfector topped with the MARC Gloss. So I just love the look. It's just like fresh, glowy, nice. I can wear it I've worn it to work a ton of times. I wear it out, wear it during the day, wear it in the evening even. If you wanted to, you could take like a little bit of like a bronzy eye pencil and maybe just like smoke the inner rim for an evening look. I don't, but you can. And that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll link all the products that I use below, along with the Dr. Colbert's clinic if you're in New York and interested in trying that triad treatment facial thing. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.